Hey everyone. Oh, hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, my blending stump is a little too new. We're going through the book of Elisa, and my favorite artist. Been saying it for years. She's my favorite artist, like hands down. And I remember watching one of her YouTube videos, or no, she did. Shit, I don't think it was a Lightbox Expo panel that she had. I can't remember where it was. Could have been fucking Comic Con for all I know. She was talking about how the blending stump was like her most useful tool, and she goes through more of those than she does actual like brushes and pencils. But my blending, um, they're they don't have like the experience on them yet. So like as you use them, they'll start to flatten out, and then eventually it'll be straight. It'll be like a straight up stump, where it'll be like flat, and it's a lot easier to blend. From what I've watched, it's a lot easier to blend like that. You know, doing my best not to just use my finger to blend it all. Just kind of like where is she applying? You know, like on the face, where are we applying the pencils? Now, when I watch her, Elisa, when I watch her work, her blending stumps are huge. I got these little dinky ones here. I need to go invest in some, and they're not expensive, so that's why I don't mind like getting a pack of them. But hers are like huge. Mine's like the size of a Black and Mild. The ones she works with look like cigars. I got like a little Black and Mild. Easing to the side lets you get more surface area usage out of it. And when she blends, I guess this is more like an appreciation study stream than it is just like a sketchbook stream. When she blends, I notice it's never just like a, it's never just like a straight. Like when you're working with like alcohol ink, like a Copic marker or an Olo marker, you tend to want to uh color based on like the volume of the item that you're coloring. But I've noticed with her work, she doesn't really follow like the volume of the item or the subject that she's shading. It's kind of like splotchy, and I think that's why it looks so good. There's like circle motions and like sideways motions. It's just yo, what's up? And again, why is this? There you go, Jory. My bad. There was a little lag between when you typed your chat and when it came to me. I'm doing well. How about you? What do you got going on this lazy Sunday? You're good? There's a bit of a lag from when I could, because I have the actual YouTube chat open, and then I have my Streamlabs open, and I'm testing some new stuff in my Streamlabs. So it looks like there's like a fucking 10-second wait between when it shows up on YouTube to when it shows up in my Streamlabs. So just in case you're wondering why it takes me a minute to get to you, but never seen me copy like this before. Oh, I mean, it's yeah, there's just so this is the art book of like my hands down favorite artist, right? And I've been a fan of her work. I just have never really done any hardcore studies of her style. Um and I think it's a lot of fun. So the only way to really learn is to use the references, right? So I think the first like hour or so of this stream, I mean, I've definitely attempted to do this style before. Poorly. Definitely many times, but I've never actually like sat down, and so I think for the first hour or so we'll be using reference just so I can get the so I can get an idea of like where the how she does what she does. And then we'll move off reference and see if we can like create something for ourselves with the same style after about like an hour. Uh so on the Twitch chat says he'll be lurking here. Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you. I appreciate the lurk. Yeah, but no, I one for one reference a lot, just never on stream. Yeah, but hands down, she's my favorite artist. A lot of people think my favorite artist is Kim Jong Gi just because of like the style that I mostly draw in, but it's actually her. It's actually Elisa. You thought it's not good practice? No, this is very good practice. What? Who told you that? No, studying one for one. This that's the phrase I use. One for one studying is like one of the best ways to learn. So you take a so I mean there's one thing when you just look at a picture and then you just try and copy it. If you're not paying attention, that's not going to do you any good. But like for example, I don't know how early you were here, but I was talking about if you just like just looking at her the way she does this, um I noticed so for example, just a couple things I noticed is normally like when I'm using alcohol inks or something, when I shade, I will tend to kind of move along the volume of an object, right? So I'll shade it something like that, right? But I've noticed that she doesn't do that. She has kind of like a swirly pattern, but is still able to make it look like not 3D, but make it look like there's volume, you know? But that I could only learn that by observing her artwork and then trying to replicate it and then try to understand. You know what I mean? So doing one for one studies, I think is like I hate to use the word necessary because not everyone, you know, everyone learns fucking differently, but I don't know who told you that, but they're wrong. So, yeah, at the end of the day, any mileage you get is going to be good. Any amount of like draw time you get in is going to be good. But no, like one for oneing, especially if it's an artist that you really like their style or you're curious about how they get particular things done. One for oneing their artwork is like one of the best ways to learn. Like you could sit and observe all you want, but unless you try it for yourself, you're not ever gonna really know. You know, like someone could tell you how to drive a stick shift forever, but if you don't sit down and try and drive it, it's not gonna you're not gonna learn. Anyway, whoever told you that is wrong. You have my blessing. Go copy. Now, if you're copying stuff and trying to sell it, I don't know about all that now. I don't know about all that now, but it's just so silhouette shading with the bigger blender, and then going with details with a little bit harder with the thinner. Okay. So what do you got going on today? Lurk? Ah, all right. I appreciate that. He's about to go hit it. George's about to go hit up some references. There's such a minimalist look to this. It's hard for me to replicate because I'm always so like look how fucking crazy that is. And there's barely any like honestly there's barely anything going on in there in regards to the shading, you know. Fucking this is why she's my favorite artist. Y'all ask me why. I'm like, look at that shit, dude. Jesus Christ. So the question is, so you're like studying how she shades and works, but you're not copying the same exact drawing, just applying the technique. Um, right now I'm just trying to apply the technique, but I have done plenty of like one for one copying of artists that I like. But today on stream, we will just be applying the techniques to something of our own. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're doing today. Just applying the techniques to our own drawing. And it would be different if it was like a brand new artist, but I've stared at her work for so long and I'm pretty familiar with it. So I don't really need to uh I don't like I've observed her work enough. So like if it were a new artist and I hadn't like sat there for hours and looked at it, then I would probably choose to do exact copy work. But I've already like gushed over the work enough so I can just try to apply it to my own stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but if it's something like a subject matter or an artist that that's fairly new to your eyes, definitely just go in and do the just do straight up one for one copies for a few days until you kind of until you get the idea, and then you can. So one thing I've noticed that I'm doing that she's not, and for some reason I keep thinking she is she's leaving a lot of I'm perceiving that she's leaving a lot of negative space, so like a lot of white. She's really not. So it looks like her smudging is going almost all the way into like the center of the mass, right? Okay. And again, I don't need to 100% copy the style. Just how do I say this? Like particular. Basically, I want to take the things I like about her style and apply it to my artwork. I'm ain't trying to be over here and be like I'm gonna copycat it. There's just certain things that she does I'm trying to understand. The effect of that graphite makes you remember thermal cameras. I think I know what you're saying. I've seen again. I can't remember where the panel was at. It could have been Comic Con. It could have been Lightbox Expo for all I know. But I remember watching her do a live demo at a convention panel. Fast as fuck, dude. Crazy. Yo, Tim, what's up? Not I done had her book for a long time already. I was obsessed with it for like 2 weeks when I first got it, and then I had to put it down because of work, and I just kind of been collecting dust. So, oh, she's my favorite artist. I've said it. Why am I talking like I'm from the fucking South? Yeah, I've said it many times in the past that she's my favorite artist. People think Kim Jong Gi's my favorite artist for some reason. Yeah, so right now what we're doing today is we're just doing a it's more like observational. Like I'm trying to get an understanding of where she's applying um yeah. It's a normal study, basically. What you up to today, Tim? You got the day off or what? And you know what it is? I don't know who here has I don't know if anyone here has this book, but the actual like technical part of the book is super small. Like it's like this front part talks about the tools. Like the first chunk of this is, you know, her backstory. And then there's like one page for her tools and why. And then the instructional part, it covers like different papers that she uses. And then like that's it, dude. Like the rest of it, like the instructional part's done after that. Then the rest of it is kind of like observational stuff. But like YouTube chat, Leah, what's up? Came back from work, was off yesterday, went and saw the new Bad Boys film. I heard that new Bad Boys movie is fun. Heard it's a nice, chill, turn your brain off kind of movie. YouTube chat, Leah, how's it going? Tim, earlier, I don't know if you were here, but earlier I was talking about I can't remember if it was a Comic Con panel or a Lightbox Expo panel, but Elisa did uh she did a panel and she was doing some like live drawing and she's hella fast, dude. Fucking I mean, someone who has an animation history. I kind of find everyone who I follow who has a history in animation is just fast as shit. And I guess you would have to be, right? If you work in animation, that speed would just kind of develop with the tasks that you're given. Oh, you're saying that new Bad Boys movie does wrap it up? So it's like it's done. They ain't no Bad Boys 5 life. Um, it was on the Proco channel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was on Proco's channel. But I can't remember what event it was from, but it was on Proco's channel. Yeah, dude, fucking went in. um, Leah says, "Been a while since you've watched streams." Well, welcome back. I personally have not been streaming a lot for the past few months. Kind of just got back into it the past couple days. Hey, switch to Twitch. Hey, what's going on? Been a while. Oh, you know, make up for Rush Hour. Was it Rush Hour 3? Yeah, make up for that movie. Hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Get some crazy rough sketching and just drawing and drawing right after exams. I always have projects I'm working on. Always something going on over here. I do have a family thing to go to in a couple of hours. It's not going to cut the stream short or anything, but just letting y'all know that's why we're not going to have like an 8 hour stream or something like that. That's no good. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like how movies they don't give a shit anymore. They're like, yeah, we're gonna use the ending that we we're gonna use the other ending. What do you mean? No, not the ending to the movie we released. We're gonna use the ending to the other version that only nerds know about. Yo, rated, what's going on? Oh, it's gonna be a prequel. Oh, I thought they were gonna use the alternate. Yeah, the one where he survives. Because I saw that Will Smith was involved, so I was just like, well, obviously they're just gonna. It wouldn't be the first. Like, do you put it past them to just do that? I don't put it past like movie studios to just be straight up like, all right, so this is gonna be the story. Like, it's like a what if kind of thing. Just disregard everything about all the other movies. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm doing well, rated. So you see, this whole section right here is so boring. This whole section right here is so boring. It's just, it's just, there's nothing special. It's just like there's no style to that. You know what I do like the look of, and I don't know if this is something I picked up from staring at her artwork, but we'll follow her guideline. So she always starts with a silhouette first. See, so I've done this kind of shading before, where it's like, or I like to do like the cell shade, the hard cut. And you guys have seen me do that in the sketchbook. Let's see. What does everyone have planned for their weekend? Well, I guess what's left of the weekend. Well, I guess it depends on where you are, if you're even still in the weekend. Hey, thanks for the Twitch follow. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you for that Twitch sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, for everyone who's just joining in, we're just doing a little sketchbook work right now, just some practice, some study of my favorite artists. And for anyone who was here the past couple days, in case you want to see what we've been working on, because we've been mainly just hanging out in the sketchbook. Uh, just we've just been doing some normal sketchbook work. So that's why, and this was like getting pretty boring. So I was just like, today I just kind of want to go in a little bit more stylized stuff to practice. So one thing I realized I'm not doing in the earlier practice pages is I'm not really pushing the darker areas. So like one, my outlines are getting real like foggy because I've smeared them with the smudge tool. Almost like you'd have to go back over it again to get that same look. So there's such a almost like a cartoony outline to it. And I think I wouldn't to accomplish that. I know she probably uses that, but I think I would just use a straight up mechanical pencil. How much easier that is. Something more precise, right? Here's a question: what happens if we take an ink, a multi-liner to it? What's that gonna look like? Oh, oh, that's hot. Look at that. Oh, that's look at that. Let's get something thicker. This is a 0.5. Let's get a 0.8. I don't have a 0.8, so we'll try a 1. It's like it contains the chaos. But it looks like it only looks good along the outline. If you were to use it throughout and do all the line work with it, I don't think it looks as good. It doesn't, yeah. That's maybe a little too thick. No, it doesn't look good when you go into the details of the eyes. It looks like it will make a using the ink on it would be really strong for like the outlines, but not for the detail work. All right, everyone. This was fun. I do have to go get ready for the family thing. I know it's in a couple hours, but I actually gonna go cut my hair or have my wife cut my hair, so that's gonna take a little bit of time. And cut about an inch and a half off. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the subs. We will be back on tomorrow. Yeah, everyone take it easy. It's Sunday. Hope everyone has a chill one. I just want to get some time in today. Um, Again, thank you for the sub today. I do appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, and we'll study whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for that day. There's a good chance we'll still be working on this kind of stuff for at least one more day. All right, everybody. I have nothing to plug to you guys, honestly, but if you like hanging out with some art studies, that's kind of all we do here. So just give me a follow if that's what you want. Otherwise, thanks for keeping me company. It's lonely out in these streets. See you guys tomorrow.